Fasha, I'm sorry to hear about your planet, but don't worry. I'll blow up your new one. Hey guys, DB right here, and today I am continuing with What If Fasha was the last Saiyan, as you guys have requested for in the comments. And well, yeah, what if Fasha was the last Saiyan? What do you mean, for those of you who haven't checked out the original video? This told the story of, basically Frieza blowing up Planet Vegeta like he does in the original, except he was a lot more successful with exterminating the Saiyans this time. Nappa, Raditz, and Vegeta did not ignore Frieza's callback order and were taken out by the blast. Gine, and thanks to Bardock dying with most of his crew on planet Meat, there was no warning for Gine to get Kakarot off world, so Kakarot and Gine are also taken out in the blast, while Bardock, Tora, Shugesh, and Borgos were taken out by Dodoria and his thugs. And well, after that business is all taken care of, Planet Vegeta is blown up, Fasha amazingly woken up from Dodoria's assault. She was alive, injured, badly hurt, but alive, and was strong enough to get herself to a space pod and try and make it back home to Planet Vegeta, only to find it's not there anymore, and to she basically ended up turning around and landing on planet Yardrat and getting help from the people of Yardrat. Being healed, her ship repaired, and they actually decided to help her out and teach her the martial art discipline of Yardrats, learning their various techniques. And thanks to the meditation and all the key training, this actually pushed Fasha's power beyond belief. If she had to right now, she could take on members of the Ginyu Force. I wouldn't say take them on together, but one-on-one, she could. And, well, and after learning all the techniques from Yardrat that we know about, healing, instant transmission, of course, how to make herself bigger, and, of course, making copies of herself. These are techniques that she'd be able to use down the line, and since it's not like she was Goku, how he only spent a little bit of time there, she actually had a few years there to learn all the disciplines properly. And, well, after that, she basically left the planet, said her goodbyes to her master and the Yardratians that she had befriended there, and continued on her way to find a place to settle in. And, well, after a bit of brainstorming, she ended up on planet Earth and landing at Mount Palzu, and ultimately found her way to Grandpa Gohan's homestead and was ultimately taken in by the old man, and this is where the story officially continues. Well, with Fasha digging into that awesome, amazing spread that Grandpa Gohan had prepared, as it turned out, he was planning to eat all that himself. I don't know where he was going to put it all. He's not a Saiyan. He doesn't need that much food, surely. Maybe he sensed her coming. After all, he can do that too. And well, Fasha was able to tell Grandpa Gohan all about what had happened to her, Lord Frieza, what had happened to her planet, and she did tell him all about the Saiyan race, and did assure the old man she wasn't there to conquer the planet, or kill anyone for that matter. She's just looking for a place where she can basically just lie low for a while, somewhere that's not going to be put in danger, as well. Even though planet Earth is in that still basically in Frieza's scope of influence, it just hasn't been touched because of the out-of-date information they have on the planet, that there's no one significantly strong there, and that the Earthlings are not that far along in technology or anything like that. So planet Earth has been left alone. And well, Fasha more or less knew that. And, well, she, after assuring that Gohan she wasn't there, meet them to cause them any harm or anything like that, Grandpa Gohan decided that he'll do anything he can to help her out here. And well, this did lead to training sessions with Fasha and Grandpa Gohan. Now you're probably thinking, oh, Fasha's way stronger. You said yourself, DB Rai, she could take on a member of the Ginyu Force members of the Ginyu Force if she had to. Yes, however, she may have learned the disciplines on how to sense energy, raise her power level and all that, but she's never actually tried it against live opponents. And Grandpa Gohan, being a master martial artist, during training sessions with her, he was able to get the better of her sometimes, even taking advantage of the Saiyan weak point, grabbing her tail and passing her out that way. I don't think there's any evidence in the manga or not whether Fasha has actually overcome that weakness or not, but for the sake of this story, she can't. After all, we can't make this too easy for her. I mean, come on. So with that, Fasha is more or less interested in training with Grandpa Gohan, learning his martial art disciplines as well, and, well, this actually does benefit her quite a bit. As far as being a Saiyan warrior and whatnot, not being a low-class Saiyan, and learning ki control, she's pretty good in that side of things, but her physical stamina is still poorly untrained. The only time she ever used to fight really is when they went out on missions, and normally they just blast the enemy in ki blast or transform into their grade 8 transformations and level the place. There wasn't much one-on-one fighting, and that's where Fasha's skills are lacking. She just doesn't have the one-on-one combat experience, and quite frankly, if she's still really planning to overtake Frieza's empire and avenge the Saiyan race, as it were, she is going to need a lot of help in that matter. So after all, every time I've ever seen Saiyans take out planets and things in the Frieza Force, they've either used their Grade 8 transformations or they've kicked back just using their energy attacks, blowing up people from the distance, things like that. You don't normally see them battling one-on-one. I mean, there are some that do, of course, but traditionally, their combat experience isn't as well balanced as I believe most people would think. And that's my opinion on it. That's my take on it. Feel free to discuss this further in the comments, guys. So, it does take a bit of time, but Fasha's martial arts skills are beginning to grow and become better, and well, Grandpa Gohan suggests to Fasha that she seeks out the Turtle Hermit and begin training under him. However, we're gonna more or less put that on hold here because, well, this is when Bulma makes her appearance. Thanks to Fasha informing Bardock that she was a Saiyan and everything like that, they were able to take measures on her, not transforming into a great ape and, trampling Grandpa Gohan. So, with that, Grandpa Gohan is actually alive in this story. And, well, thanks to Bulma speeding away in her car, now Fasha able to just fly out of the way, basically, and Fasha more or less checking on the driver. Now, unlike Goku, she's not silly and mistakes this for a monster. She knows this is a transportation vehicle of some kind. Kind of vehicles she's seen on other planets, but not here. And, well, after learning martial arts from Grandpa Gohan and now seeing technology like this, it has become clear that the information on this planet is way out of date. And Bulma, a little shaken up from the almost near-miss car accident, Fasha more or less talking her down, and she explains to her and Grandpa Gohan, who bring her in, give her a bit of a feed. about what she's doing out here, that she's looking for Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls? What are those? Well, I'll show you. She shows them the Dragon Ball. And Fasha going, hey, isn't that similar to the ball you got on your shelf over there? And well, he's like, dear me, here's two. There's more of these things? Yes, and with all 7 Dragon Balls, you could actually use them to call the magical dragon, and he will grant you any wish you want. Any wish you want? And well, this did spark an idea with Fasha. Perhaps she could maybe wish back the Saiyan race. At the very least, bring back someone, and maybe, she could go home and the Saiyans together could avenge Frieza. Of course, she doesn't know that the dragon has certain powers and is unable to do that, but with that, Fasha actually decides to accompany Bulma in gathering the rest. Grandpa Gohan was more than happy to lend Bulma his Dragon Ball. He could tell that Bulma's intentions and wishes, although a bit selfish, she could tell she's not gonna do anything bad or evil with him. He is a bit more concerned with Fasha though, and what she may intend to do. But he can certainly understand why she would try and do what she's going to do. And well, Fasha basically humbly asks Bulma if she can have the wish. And well, Bulma did want to wish for the strawberry, lifetime supply of strawberries, and well, or wish for her own boyfriend. However, after Fasha basically told her everything that had happened to her, and explaining her about the Saiyan race and everything, even though she didn't quite believe it at first, with Saiyans, monkeys, you look mostly human, it's not really out of the ordinary for a human to have a tail on planet Earth. When you see all the other half bearmans and people like that. So with that, yeah, Bulma does agree to give her the wish this time. She can go looking for him again next year and get her wish. It's not that big of a deal, especially if what she's saying is true. This would be very curious for Bulma, and the discovery of a lifetime. Proof that there is life beyond there, technology like the type that Fasha was describing to her. Bulma's scientific curiosity is getting the better of her here. So, with that, they are on their way, and well, we begin the Pilaf saga, and things are quite hilarious with the way Bulma behaves in terms with Fasha. The whole house living in comfort is like, what, you're not gonna rough it and just sleep on the ground? You humans really are feeble, weak things, aren't you? Well, I don't know what it's like for you back on Planet Vegeta, but here on Earth, we women like our beauty sleep. We love our bath time. Fasha just figured, you're gonna be nothing but trouble, aren't you? Well, deal with it. And well, with that, Fasha is more or less hunting food and hunting wolves just like Goku used to do, and yeah, she's roasting them on a fire. Bulma being disgusted by this. So traditionally, the humor is very similar to that of Goku and Bulma, except that Fasha does understand a lot more. And well, it's quite humorous when Bulma's trying to share fashion tips and how to use makeup with Fasha, which is kind of hilarious. You could just imagine Fasha, trying to apply lipstick on the mirror and then just splits off and creates like a big red mark down her lip. Okay, Bulma, how do I look? Fasha coming out of the bathroom, looking like a complete clown. So, it is quite humorous, and well, this is where, of course, they meet Turtle, and Fasha does decide to help out the Turtle. After all, she can sort of understand, the feeling of not being able to return home. And well, with Fasha's increased power and speed, she'd be able to do this in a couple of seconds. No problem. In fact, by the time she even would get back, Bulma wouldn't even have left yet. And well, with that, she does quickly take Turtle to his ocean, and Master Roshi does show up to give Fasha the award, and by the time Master Roshi actually does turn up, Bulma has finally caught up to Fasha. So for Bulma, she didn't have to wait. She didn't have to wait to for Old Man Hermit to appear, and well, this is where Bulma gets the Dragon Ball, and well, she does the same thing she does traditionally, flashing Master Roshi, and Master Roshi was still content with giving her the Dragon Ball after that. The only difference was she didn't forget to put on her underwear. Only difference there, and Fasha just sort of looking at Bulma like she's basically going, shame on you. And well, Roshi does try to give Fasha the flying Nimbus Cloud, but yeah, Fasha can't ride it. She still has that anger and negativity and wanting to exterminate Frieza and the Empire. And well, attitude like that is not going to allow you to fly the flying Nimbus. And Bulma's sort of sitting there laughing. Oh, well, you try it then, Bulma. And well, she tries it as well. Also falls on her butt. So the reward the two got for helping Turtle was basically the Dragon Ball, and that's about it. And she more or less makes it clear that she's been training with Grandpa Gohan, and that Roshi basically offers to train her when this whole quest is done. And well, as far as the rest of the story is concerned, they do manage to meet up with Oolong, and I think for right now that's actually where we're going to be leaving things. What do you guys think with the story so far? It was definitely up to a rough start. Definitely some humorous moments there with Bulma, and more to come. And well, you can imagine the thing with Oolong went a lot more smoother than it did with Goku being there, because for starters, Fasha didn't have to disguise herself as a lady, because she is a lady, and Oolong was completely head over heels over her. And well, Fasha was able to beat him into submission really easily, and yeah, they freed the people there, no problem. And well, as for the whole Yamcha side of things, yeah, there was no contest with his battle strength compared to hers. And well, with that, Yamcha pretty much joins the crew right then and there, and well, Fasha was slightly impressed with Yamcha's potential. With he still had significant power for what she's seen in Earthling. In most Earthlings being weaker at that point, and other creatures being weaker. The only other Earthlings beside Roshi and Grandpa Gohan, Yamcha's the only other one who has shown that sort of potential. So yeah, why not? Come along. And well, as we will begin part 3, we will conclude the rest of the Pilaf saga. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Catch you later.